What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Infusion Podcast.
With your co-host Chris.
And your actual host, Cameron.
Today's talk. Welcome to episode 1 of the podcast.
Sports Infusion Podcast.
Oh my! Sports Infusion Podcast. Today we'll
Um,
be
oh,
okay.
keep going. No, keep
Nope.
going. Keep
Nope.
going.
Nope.
All
Nope.
right. So we got five subjects, but before we hit that, I'm a bit of a talker, so Chris is going to tell you our schedule of our podcast week.
So Mondays we will be doing baseball, dealing with college and pro. On Wednesdays we'll be doing football, and Fridays we'll be doing basketball.
And all those sports include college, by the way. So baseball is everything going on in the baseball. Whether obviously in baseball we got college baseball World Series getting ready to start. We got the playoffs, regional finals right now. MLB. I mean, it's everything MLB. We're in the heat of the season. And then tell them about everything we're gonna be talking about for football on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Tell them everything we're gonna be talking about on football.
Oh man. We'll be talking about standings, stats, top plays, news.
And we did talk about it on the football one. We're going to go into a, a few different leagues. We got college, we got NFL. What was the other league?
We were going to do a little of nearby high schools
Yeah, we got near high near. We got
and
near
Canadian football.
yeah the Canadian Football League, and then was the AFL or XFL or whatever.
Yeah, AFL, XFL.
That's gonna be fun. By the way, guys, I don't know if the quality on this is going to be funky. We are over the phone. We got a surprise for you guys this weekend, though, so stay tuned for that. And then the last thing is basketball. That it's kind of like everything else. We got college basketball, high school basketball. How fun do you think high school basketball is going to be?
Oh, I think it's going to be pretty fun, especially when districts and all that comes around.
Oh yeah, we got district finals. We got what's it called? Sub districts. We got everything. We're gonna be paying hardcore attention to Class A, B, C, one, C2, and then D1, D2, D3. So we're going to be literally hitting everything. Our main focus is obviously men's basketball for a lot of them, but we are going to be hitting women's on the stuff as well. Um, what do you pay attention to high school basketball during like regular season, like before we started doing the podcast?
Oh, yes, I did. Yep. Especially with Northwest.
Northwest, yeah. I mean, I play high school basketball, so yeah. Chris don't like to come and watch me though, so
Yeah.
all right. But before we get started, we're going to do the random MLB fact of the week. Chris, take it away.
Last Thursday, the Colorado Rockies won their first series since May of last year in 2024.
And you may ask why that actually means something, and that means something because Chris is a Colorado Rockies fan. How bad is that?
That's really bad, I guess.
It's really bad. Before we get into it, um, before we start really going into our topics, I feel like we should probably talk about our favorite teams so you guys know if we're biased to anybody. Um, I mean, anything. So we're going to go MLB and college baseball. So he just told you that he is a Colorado Rockies fan. I am a Chicago Cubs fan. And then we are both Nebraska baseball fans. Chris, do you like anybody else for baseball?
Not really. It just varies.
Yeah. Chris likes the Rockies because of Charlie Blackmon.
Which is also their head coach now.
Yeah. And then talk about our favorite football teams.
For pros, I got Oh, the Denver Broncos rocking it up, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
And then I am a New York Giants fan. That is rough. And then I am a Nebraska Cornhuskers fan as well. And then we flip to basketball. We are both Nebraska basketball fans. And hold on, I just lost my train of thought. We are both Nebraska basketball fans, and he is a Denver Nuggets fan, and I am a Golden State Warriors fan. So both losers in the last playoff, which we're not going to talk about yet because we got to save that for Friday.
Right.
But I think that covered all our favorite teams. Well, and then Chris just kind of likes to pay attention to random teams like Florida State football.
Yeah, boy.
Do you have a reason I'm watching Florida State? Like,
I just like the Seminole logo, really.
you definitely love those freaking blue jerseys, those teal jerseys.
Oh, I love those the blue jerseys with like that white helmet. I like that.
Yeah, you definitely went crazy over those. I mean, there are some cool jerseys coming out though. Like everything, like baseball, their City Connect jerseys.
Oh yeah,
Like those are starting to hit. I know the Rockies got a pretty cool City Connect jersey with the mountains and
they
like
do.
the weird it was like red, orange, and green or something. They got a couple colors to
Yeah,
it. And then the Cubs, I mean, you got a baby blue. Going back to the old days, the baby blue Cubs color. I think it's sick. All right, so topic number one for today: college baseball playoffs. Make our way over to the college baseball website. Hold up. All right. So we're going to go through every single regional, starting from Nashville and going all the way to Fayetteville. And we are going to talk about the regionals, and then we'll talk about who won the regionals, and then we'll talk about the super regionals, who won those, and then all the college baseball World Series stuff. All right. Chris, tell me, are you ready?
yeah.
Were you expecting Louisville to come out of Nashville on top?
I was
You were you thought Louisville was gonna come out of it?
not really. I was expecting Vanderbilt to come out of that one, but that one was a big upset with me.
I mean, they're gonna be upsets throughout this whole thing. I mean, you're gonna see
Oh,
their teams, there are teams as we keep going who probably should have won it but lost, and there are teams who we never thought would really make it and didn't make it. Now, I didn't think Louisville was going to make it. I also thought Vanderbilt was going to make it. I kind of knew it was going to be Vanderbilt or Louisville, and then ETSU and Wright State were
yeah.
just kind of there. Now, let's talk about, is that Hattiesburg? How do you say that? All right, who do you think was going to win this one?
We're on the Hattiesburg one.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me. Technical difficulties.
No, no, what's going on?
They refreshed.
Oh, I refreshed.
Yeah.
Is that loading?
It is loading. It's loading. That one I was pretty. I knew Miami.
Yeah, Southern Mississippi. Southern, is that Mississippi or Missouri?
Southern Miss.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
yeah, so Southern Mississippi. See, that was one of them that hosted that I'm like, nah, they ain't making it. That was let's talk about how stacked that regionals was though.
Oh yeah.
You got Southern Mississippi who hosted it, then you got Alabama, then you got Miami, and then I paid attention to college baseball, but did you pay any attention to Columbia?
I did not.
I didn't know either. See, that's just one team that I just didn't pay attention to. Now, I'm sure Chris would be pretty happy about this next one if he liked the baseball team. But who do you think was going to win the Tallahassee?
I did watch Florida State come out on top on that one.
You did.
Yep.
So how did that play out? Did Florida State play like who Florida State win that regional against?
It was Florida State and Mississippi State.
No, it was okay. Yeah, so like
Hold up.
sounds like it's nice when your team's like that. Like they hosted. I don't know if Chris went on mute. I'm sure if you guys hear it, he's getting paged in the back. He is a what's it called? A
Volunteer firefighter.
volunteer firefighter. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But did you have Florida State winning the Tallahassee Regionals?
Yes, I did have Florida State winning that one.
If Florida State didn't win, who do you think Mississippi would have still played good in the
Oh, I
like
think
the
Mississippi State would have.
yeah. I mean, Florida State's a good team when it comes to baseball. I mean, kind of watch them fall apart for football, which we're going to talk about Wednesday. But like,
Yeah.
we just it was fun watching Florida State play baseball this year. Like, they're a good team. I want to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Now we got the Corvallis, the Corvallis. Who do you think was going to win that one?
I was expecting TCU to come on top on that one.
That was exactly what I was going to say. I really thought TCU was going to win. I thought TCU probably should have came out of that. I mean, I know how good Oregon State is,
Oh
and Oregon, obviously, Oregon State's doing a good job. But like, what was that? Oh, but I do think Oregon State is going to do good in the playoffs. Obviously, those of you who don't pay attention to baseball, I kind of just teased that Oregon State's still going. All right, who do you think was going to win Chapel Hill?
I was expecting Oklahoma to actually win that one.
Oklahoma got freaking murdered.
Oh yeah.
That
But
was,
as being a Nebraska fan, wish it would have not been Nebraska getting slaughtered by Oklahoma twice.
yeah, that was rough. Would you rather play? Okay, so think of MLB. Would you rather play Oklahoma in a 7 game playoff series or North Carolina? Two stacked teams.
I'd probably choose North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, see that one thing, and that's another stacked regional. North Carolina, Nebraska, Holy Cross, Oklahoma, all four really good teams. I think Holy Cross had some good upsets in the regular season, which was impressive. So, I mean, props to Holy Cross. But yeah, that is the Chapel Hill region, by the way, guys. Who do you think was going to win the Eugene region?
Wasn't expecting Arizona to win that one for sure, but was expecting Oregon, but they got upset by Utah Valley.
See, once
That's
again, this is another one that I think. Okay, Utah Valley upset Oregon, but I think they're the one odd team out of it. Like Cal Poly, weren't they pretty good too?
they were because I believe they went 1-2 against Arizona.
Yeah, like they still won a game against Arizona, I believe. Maybe
Yeah.
wrong. Correct us in the comments if we're wrong, but we may be wrong here. Um, I don't know, but I really thought Oregon was going to win that. I think Oregon would have been a better game for the Super Regionals.
Oh yeah.
All right, who did you have winning the Conway Regional?
By far, Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, see, that's kind of a weird regional. Florida, obviously, good team. Fairfield, they're one of your more batter teams who made it. If that makes any sense. And East Carolina, aren't they pretty decent?
They are.
I don't think they're good, but last I checked, they were decent.
Yeah.
Now, we pay attention. Like, do you watch regular season college baseball?
Not really. I only pay attention once it gets close to the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, it's kind of hard to pay attention to college baseball because they don't stream any of the stuff on live TV. Like you have to pay money for a app or website or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. But
Yeah.
you sound so enthusiastic about this.
Yep.
Who did you have winning the Auburn?
I was expecting North Carolina State to win that one, for to be honest.
Yeah, see, there are two good teams in this one that I can. Oh, hold up a minute. Oh shoot, I can actually go. What was the one we thought that Cal Poly beat Arizona? Was that the? Oh yeah, that's the Eugene. Hold on, let me look at this quickly. Utah Valley. Yup, yep, yep. All right. So you were right. Hold on, I'm trying to get out of the page quickly. Up all the way to the Austin regionals. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Who do you think was going to win the Austin regionals?
I was expecting Texas, to be honest. UTSA was a surprise.
I think UTSA was a real surprise. I mean, I before like a year ago, I didn't even know who Houston Christian was. I didn't know they were a baseball team, but I figured out Nebraska's playing them in football. So
That'll be, should be an easy win.
don't say that. Just watch it be a freaking shootout like Houston Christian 70, Nebraska 30.
Yeah.
I may never watch Nebraska baseball again, to be honest. Call me a bandwagon if you like, but that is crazy. Who
Yeah.
did you have winning the Los Angeles regional?
UCLA.
Do you think that UCLA was an easy win for that regional, or
I believe so.
see? I think hold on. How did UCLA lose a game? No, they did not. Beat Fresno State 19-4, beat Arizona State 11-5, and then beat UC Irvine 8-5. Wow. Good fight
Yeah.
for you. Good fight for UC Irving though. Lost game one May 30th to Arizona State 4-2. Played May 31st, beat Fresno State 8-3, beat Arizona State June 1st 11-6, and then that same day ended up playing UCLA and lost 8-5. Do you think that was a disadvantage for UC Irving playing two games? Do you think that affected the 8-5 loss against UCLA?
I believe so because playing 2 games a day, that puts a toll on the body right there.
And it's a Los Angeles regional, and isn't Los Angeles pretty hot around this time of year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's hot. You guys, they're playing two games a day. Like it's gonna take a big toll on the body. So I think that UC Irving maybe. Well, the thing with UC Irving though is they would have had to play the next day. If they did beat UCLA, they would have had to win again.
Yeah.
Because North Carolina or UCLA was in the winners bracket, so UC Irving would have had to win twice. Wow, I think UC Irving that would have been one, two, three, four. That would have been 5 games. So props to UC Irving though. I think pretty sure they're young too, so they've got a good next couple of years. Down to Oxford. Who do you have winning Oxford?
Uh, not Murray State, to be honest, because I had Ole Miss, but seeing number 4 team out of that, that's a shocker. And as of right now, they're playing game 3 against Duke tonight in the
The Durham.
yeah.
Wow. And Juan, we're gonna get there in a second, but there are live games right now. I actually think just all the tied series. Yeah, there's one tied series in the Super Regionals, which we're gonna hit when we finish this. But who did you have winning that? Did you have Ole Miss winning that?
Oh yeah, I had Ole Miss winning that one, but
I think
yeah.
Georgia, I think Georgia Tech would have been a pretty good competition. Like, didn't they put up
Oh
a
yeah.
pretty good Georgia Tech law beat Western Kentucky 9-2. Wow, that was a good game. The Murray State Georgia Tech game,
Yeah.
13-11. Wow. And then Murray State lost to Ole Miss 19-8 and then beat Ole Miss 12-11. That's the if necessary game. And obviously Murray State won. So props to Murray State. All right. Hold on. X. Thank you. Who do you have winning the Baton Rouge?
I had Duke winning this one.
Hold on, are we? Oh, the Athens. Never mind. I went down one more. You got Duke winning the Athens one.
Yeah,
Pretty sure Oklahoma State's pretty good. I'm pretty sure Georgia's pretty good. Georgia hosted, so they must be decent. And then
yeah.
Binghamton, just looking at their logo, that looks like some customized like logo off a video game. Tell me it doesn't though.
Let me take a quick look at that.
The Binghamton baseball logo. Are you looking at the bracket right now, or do you just have everything memorized?
I have everything memorized.
Um,
Oh yeah, that would be a that's a weird logo.
it does look like a video game, if I'm gonna be completely
It
honest.
does, yeah, it does, yeah.
All right, who did you have winning the Baton Rouge?
LSU, honestly, that looked like
Ellis.
an easy one.
Yeah. See, there's no one in there. Who is DB? Who is DBU?
That is a
Uh,
good question.
DBU. Hold on. Let me look that up. Where is DBU baseball from? Dallas, Texas. Dallas Baptist Patriots. Oh, that answers our question. Nice. So, if they made a regional final or a regional, they might be an upcoming team, maybe. Did you have LSU? You said winning that.
Yes, I did.
Who did you have winning the Clemson regional?
Not gonna lie, I had Kentucky winning that one.
Kentucky, yeah. I didn't expect anything out of UCS Upstate, obviously. Did not really expect West Virginia to win, to be honest.
No,
I thought Clemson would have put up a way better fight. And then Kentucky, I mean, that was kind of a that I thought was going to be a Clemson Kentucky championship, but nope. Uh, West Virginia, Kentucky, 13-12. Wow. It looks like after Kentucky lost to West Virginia, Kentucky had a crazy battle. Lost 4-3 to Kentucky, then lost 7-3 to UCS Upstate or USC Upstate, and they beat USC Upstate 7-3, beat Clemson 16-4, then beat West Virginia 13-12.
huh.
Nice. Who did you have winning the Knoxville?
I had Wake Forest coming out on that one.
Wake Forest coming out on that one. Tennessee upset me this regional. It
Oh,
was it, it was sad. I mean, I thought Tennessee was going to be decent, and they weren't decent. I mean, they won their regional, but we're going to get on what happens next. And then who did you have winning the Fayetteville?
this one I had a lot of surprise teams actually go into it, like North Dakota State and Creighton and Kansas. But I did come out with Arkansas on top of that one.
You had Arkansas winning that one.
Yeah.
All right. Now we get to the actual series, guys. We got the Louisville, the Corvallis, the Chapel Hill, Auburn, the Fayetteville, Baton Rouge, Durham, and then the Los Angeles. So let's talk about Louisville. Did you have Louisville beating Miami 2-1, or how did you think that series was going to go?
I wasn't expecting. I did expect the 2-1, but I wasn't expecting Louisville to come out. I was expecting Miami to win that.
Did you expect did you expect it to be a three like did you expect it to be a three-game series, or do you think that Louisville could have
I
just
I could think see Louisville doing it a through 2 game win.
Yeah, I mean Miami though, they had a pretty tough, or not really. I mean Southern Mississippi and Alabama, but I mean maybe Miami just got through their uh hold on, I'm throwing a blank yet. Maybe Miami just got through their regionals and played a good team and then crap the bed. And Louisville has to play good. They beat Vanderbilt, the number one team. So if they lose to Miami, Vanderbilt's probably sitting at home like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, Vanderbilt. should have just played better. Me and Chris were playing. What were we playing? We were playing baseball or golf, and that they were playing their game. We were paying attention on ESPN,
I think we were playing baseball.
or not golf, baseball or football, college football.
I think it
Um,
was baseball.
yeah, I was one of them. Now, did you have Oregon State beating Florida State 2-1?
I honestly did not have it them winning. I had Florida State winning it,
Yeah, Florida State winning it.
but
Yeah,
those games were pretty good
I mean
by the
Florida.
looks of it.
I mean, look, Florida State. They didn't really, besides Mississippi State, they didn't really have any competition in their regional. Bethune Cookman and Northeastern are two kind of guarantees. And then it does look like Corvallis, the Oregon State, it looks like they might have had they play some good teams. St. Mary's, they're pretty decent. I know they're good at basketball at least.
Oh yeah.
And then you got TCU and USC. I don't know how good. I really didn't pay attention a whole lot to the Big Ten tournament, but USC, Boston didn't play USC in the Big Ten tournament, did they?
No, I think we played UCLA.
UCLA. All right. And then you got the Chapel Hill. Did you have Arizona being North Carolina?
I did not. I was expecting North Carolina to go 2-0 on that
I really
after
was.
watching the first game.
But then, so it's weird because Carolina blew everybody out. I mean, they beat Oklahoma twice. You expected North Carolina to do something, and then they played Holy Cross, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and I really expected North Carolina to do something. I mean, they beat Oklahoma twice. Oh, did they play Holy Cross? They had to because they didn't play Nebraska.
No, they
Um.
did not. They played Holy Cross. Yep.
Oh no! Hold on. You disconnected from my head. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I disconnected my headphone. That's not good. Alright, so yeah, Arizona, North Carolina was the first big upset, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Um, who did you have winning the Auburn, Coastal Carolina?
I'm I'm glad Coastal advanced.
Coastal Carolina is just a team that never succeeds at anything, so it's fun to watch them.
Yeah.
Um, so if any of you guys play MLB The Show 25, you're able to play as college teams. On it's not Road to Glory. What is it called? There's it called Road to Glory.
It is road. No. Yeah.
It's one of those modes, but you can play. I think you can play as Coastal Carolina on that.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you get 16 teams, 16 offers. Who did you have winning the Los Angeles Super Regionals?
UCLA by far.
I really did expect UTSA to do something. They beat Texas, so it really didn't. It was a shocker. I mean, I think Texas would have put a better fight up against UCLA. That's for sure.
Not
But
gonna lie. I have UCLA winning all of this, all the whole thing. As of right now, they're pretty. They haven't lost a game in this tournament.
I think that UCLA is pretty stacked, to be honest. I think UCLA is on fire. Like you said, UCLA has not lost. They're 5 and
If
0.
they do lose a game, I think it might be in the next round. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, you're playing 3-game series still.
yeah.
Now, this is where it gets fun. Who do you have winning the Durham? Let's go over to the Duke and Murray State game quickly.
Is that on now?
Yeah, they're playing right now. Um, ESPN college baseball. Duke is up 3-2 on Murray State, bottom of the fourth.
Ooh,
Wow, that's a tie game. Now, what I find really weird, well, not necessarily weird, hold on, I gotta go all the way back to college baseball. Both Duke and Murray State, whoa, both Duke, both Duke and Murray State are the last team selected into their regionals. So, isn't that interesting?
That is pretty interesting, honestly.
and now they're playing the only 3 game series. Is that maybe the best series of first round? Or not
Oh
the only,
yeah,
not the only 3 game series. I don't know what I'm talking about. There were a lot of 3 game series, but I
I
think
just
about
think they started later. That's why.
yeah. I don't know why they're the only game playing. To be honest, who do you have winning the Baton Rouge Super Regional?
I would like to see Murray State come out on top on this one.
You do want Murray State to beat Duke?
Oh yeah,
I do think it would be fun to see a bottom of the league team like last selected. Let's go to Omaha, Nebraska, and show people what we got.
yeah.
Who do you got in the Baton Rouge Super Regional? Or
I had LSU winning that one.
had?
Ooh, by a long shot in both games.
Yeah, I think LSU is gonna put a really good fight up. And then who did you have for a fight up, Bill?
I was really hoping Tennessee would come out on top of that one.
Tennessee getting swept 2-0. That is crazy. That's how you know Tennessee had an off year, like an off college baseball playoff.
Yeah,
That is that is something. Oh my gosh, I dropped my headphone. Gosh dang it. Alright, there we go. Now, obviously we don't know the next games. But let's just assume Murray State wins. They're neither of the most. Let's just assume Murray State wins. Who are teams? Oh shoot. They just updated the. Did your thing just update?
yeah, it did.
Is it putting all of them in regionals now?
Yep.
Well, never mind, guys. Ain't that something? Hold on, can I click on the? Oh, they have the next games up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. What's today's date?
The ninth.
9th. So 10th is Tuesday, 11th is Wednesday, 12th is Thursday.
Friday.
Oh, they will be playing Friday when I come down.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. We are cooking now. One, and then let's see if they. Oh yeah, that's what I like, fellers. Don't know why I'm so excited about this, but that is making me happy. They update it. Now let's talk about the regionals. Who do you got on that? Who do you think is going to hold on, let's click on it. Who do you got? Coastal Carolina, Arizona, game on.
Coastal Carolina by
Co-
far.
you got Coastal Carolina beating Arizona.
Yep.
Who do you got winning? Louisville, Oregon State.
I'm gonna have to go with Oregon State on that one.
Oregon State. Nice. So that means we got Coastal Carolina, Louisville, or Coastal Carolina, Oregon State, Arizona, Louisville. Who do you got winning? Arizona, Louisville.
I have Arizona.
Arizona winning. Who do you have winning? Coastal Carolina, Oregon State.
Coastal.
Yeah, Coastal winning. And then that means Arizona, Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Oregon State, and then Coastal or Oregon State.
Coastal.
So you got Coastal going completely through without losing 1 game.
Yep.
Nice. Followed by best on double elimination, followed by best of 3. Oh shoot, the championship is a. Oh, there we go. Oh, Chris, if you click on one of the teams and scroll down, it shows the bottom half of the bracket.
Yeah.
So it shows the UCLA, probably Murray State. Let's hope Arkansas, LSU. So who do you hold on? So do they don't play in game 3, or they don't play? Oh, okay, that's the complete baseball. So you have Coastal Carolina going to the College Baseball World Series,
Yep.
like the finals.
Yep.
Okay, UCLA, Murray State.
UCLA is gonna. Slaughter Murray State, sadly.
To be honest, I think UCLA beats Duke and Murray State. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Who do you got? Arkansas LSU. Wow, Arkansas LSU.
I think that's gonna be game three, right? What is this best of?
That's a three.
That's gonna go game three right there. Hopefully,
Wow, who do you got winning that?
LSU winning that one.
UCLA LSU. All right, so we got Murray State, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah, I think Duke or Murray State, if they go in, they're gonna lose to UCLA and then lose to Arkansas. So UCLA LSU.
Man, I think UCLA,
LSU Arkansas.
LSU,
LSU UCLA.
UCLA.
So you have UCLA still winning all the way through. You don't think LSU's gonna beat them once?
I think game three. It'll go to game three with LSU,
Yeah. So
but
that
I don't see
means
losing any other game besides to LSU.
we got UCLA and Coastal Carolina. Who do you got game one of that?
I have UCLA game one.
Who do you have game two?
Coastal.
And then UCLA game three.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I pretty much have the same thing. I think UCLA is an amazing team. Um, Arizona Coastal, everybody who made it this year, I think really deserves it. I know in the past there have been teams that made it where kind of got lucky, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I know luck probably don't really count much in college baseball playoffs, you know. Like
Yeah.
everybody's playing so good. So that is our predictions, ladies and gentlemen, for the college baseball World Series. What do we have for time? Oh yeah, we're cooking. 37 minutes and 17 seconds. We are going to completely flip the script now, guys. We are off college baseball. Um, that was a long 40-minute talk about college baseball.
Hold up. Before we stop with the college talk, I'd like to congratulate.
So that has happened. Technical difficulties. The phone call ended. What do you want to say before it ended?
I was going to congratulate the Texas softball on ruining Oklahoma's five-peat.
That's crazy. Five freaking
That is
champion.
crazy. Five trips.
Wow, five championships in a row. I mean, good job, Texas. I mean, you ended something special. I hope you guys feel. I hope you guys feel good. All right, let's talk about surprising baseball teams this year. Teams that weren't ever good or were good last year that sucked this year. Teams that were bad last year that's good this year. Are there any surprising teams that catch your eye?
Hmm. Looking at these, not really. I'm not expecting the Chicago Cubs. Are we on the pros now?
Yeah, we're on the pros.
I'm not. I wasn't expecting the Cubs to lead their league.
Well, okay, who else would be leading that league? We got the Milwaukee Brewers, who lost really nobody. They're 35 and 31. They're just above 500. St. Louis Cardinals, 7 games above 500. Speaking of Cubs, let me check that score quickly. Never
I
mind.
think they were losing last time.
Mm, I should not have checked the score. Why did I check the score? Chris, why'd you let me check the score?
I don't know what happened. What are they losing?
It's 1-2. What the heck?
Oh, that's not bad.
That's crazy. Okay. Um. Yeah, I guess it's not bad. All right, so hold on, back to standings. Um, so do you think the Tigers are surprising at all?
Yeah, actually,
43 and 24, league's best team. I mean,
that's the thing.
they're red hot right now. They beat the Cubs at the time are the second best team in the league, but now the Cubs are losing games. Gosh dang it!
I'm shocked with the Mets too.
The Mets too. Yeah, I mean that's something. I think the Astros they're only 7 games above 500, but they lost so freaking much. They lost Kyle Tucker. I mean they got Isaac Paredes, but they're playing with rookie pitchers. They have Hayden Wesneski, a Cubs pitcher, um,
Yeah,
from last year, not very good, and that is insane. How absolutely, I don't want to say good, but how decent they're doing.
yeah,
Um, I think the Rangers, uh, champions from 2 years ago, I think the Rangers 4 games below 500 is outrageous. I mean, that is a good team that is struggling.
oh yeah.
I mean, what are they, 4-6 on the last 10? Wow, look at their home record compared to away.
Jesus.
20-13 compared to 11-22. That's something. That's a 9 game difference.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, let's go up to American League East. Is there anybody out of that division that's are you expecting Orioles at the Okay, another thing. Are you expecting the Orioles on the bottom of the division when they lost nothing and actually picked up Tyler O'Neill?
I am pretty shocked that they're at the bottom of that conference, honestly.
Um, like that's a stacked team. Adley Rutschman,
Yeah.
I say it's stacked team and then really can't think of any players. Let me go to their players because I they've got plenty. Jackson Holliday, Gunnar Henderson. I'm gonna skip that guy because I
But
don't even.
I think that league, that conference right there will come down to the wire on who wins it at the end of the year.
Do you think any teams are gonna start struggling? You think any teams are gonna start picking it up?
I could see Tampa Bay taking the lead. I don't know. I think it might come down to between Tampa Bay and New York Yankees right there.
Yeah, I think the Blue Jays are gonna fall apart. I expect the Red Sox to start picking it up eventually. I mean, Red Sox are playing right now, and I know the Red Sox, they just called up Roman Anthony. I think that's impressive. I mean that's something on our baseball news talk. They're losing 3-1 by the way, but I think that's impressive. They called up all three top 10 rookies in the league. They called up Christian Campbell. He started. I don't know if you know Red Sox news, but my stepdad loves the Red Sox, so I pay a lot of attention. Um, but they called up Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony, and then who was the other dude that they called up? They called him up a while back. Um, where's Marcelo Meyer? So I think that's pretty impressive. So
Yeah.
if the Red Sox don't get it going, I do see them trading, making some trades because Alex Cora has been there for a while, and how long has it been since they made a how long has it been since they made a playoffs?
It's been a minute.
It's been 4 or 5 years probably. I
Yeah.
know I know they lost to the your cat's going insane, Chris.
I know.
How do you expect the American League Central to go?
Mm, I think Detroit's got that. Followed by, yeah, I think it's going to go to Detroit winning that one.
Yeah, your second through four, your 2 through 4 is really tight. I mean, you got Twins, Guardians, Royals, all above 500, all game and a half between. I mean, from fourth to second, game and a half. I mean, you go to a 3 game series and lose 2 games to a team underneath you, you're automatically losing it. So
Yeah.
I think the Royals should be picking it up. They've really lost, and they haven't lost much. They've actually picked up. What's his name? Kid from the Reds. Hold on, I gotta click on it. I can't think right now. I'm throwing a blank. Me and my stepdad can sit there and talk for literally Jonathan India. They like wow. And then you got that Caglione going 4 for 4. How about that? That's to him. But I think the Royals are gonna pick it up. This is how I have the division. Tigers, Guardians, Royals, Twins, White Sox.
Okay, okay.
Now we got to American League West. I don't even know what to think about this anymore. This is the weirdest freaking division. Astros, I don't think should be first. the Rangers, I think, should be the only team there. Mariners are above 500. Raleigh, the freaking league top MLB home run hitter. He's going nuts. So I guess I see it. 2 games above 500. Do you see the Astros finishing top in the division?
I don't. I think Angels will come. I think they'll get something going towards the end, and then they'll skyrocket up.
Like I thought the Athletics were going to do good. I mean, they're 15 games underneath or below 500. I mean,
Yeah.
their away isn't as bad as their home, but they've also played 35 for home, 32 for away. So I'm sure they'll have an away series this next series. But I mean, like I said, I do have the or like you said, I think the Angels are gonna start picking it up. I mean, they were a league top at the beginning of the year, if you remember. Um, I think the Rangers need to pick it up. I mean, 4 games below 500. I mean, they aren't far back.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like he's busy.
What'd you say, bro?
Oh, I was just waiting for you to get back. I said it sounds like you're busy.
Oh, I'm back.
All right. Now look at the National League East. Look, you know that division is so bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the Phillies are 1-9 in their last 10. They are still 4.5 games back behind the Mets, and there is a 7-game difference between the Phillies and Nationals, who is third.
Oh yeah.
That is
I think the Mets
nuts.
and the Phillies have that one.
Do you think the Phillies come back to maybe take the league, or do you think the Mets got that?
But I don't know. Within the last 10, Phillies are 1-9.
Wow, that's
So I
crazy.
think they might. I don't know.
Wow. There, that's something. And then National League Central, my favorite freaking league. Who do you have winning that?
We're in the Central one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to agree with the Cubs winning that one.
Oh my. It's okay. I have the Rockies winning your divisions.
Shit. The probability of that happening is the probability of me becoming president.
Yeah, you would not be a good president. I would fear for my life.
I
None.
just I don't know what to feel about we'll get down to there when I get down to the West.
Alright. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm impressed with the Cubs. They're 6%, 615. Just the winning percentage. That's something. I'm pretty impressed. 40-25. Like if you look at the rest of the MLB, 3 teams have hit 40 wins, and the Cubs are one of them. Like
We'll see.
I'm not saying the Cubs can chillax now, but I mean it's not like the Cubs are freaking pressed to win games.
Yeah.
Would you say we'll see what?
Oh no, I was gonna talk about something else once we got to the West.
All right, here we go. National League West, the Blast Division. Who do you got winning that?
I don't know because tonight begins the series between the Dodgers and the Padres.
And that's already a 1 game difference. Like there's only a 1 game that splits those teams up. Tonight at 8:40. Hold on, who are the starting pitchers? Let me look at that. If that's a let's make an Dustin May and Nick Pavetta. Dustin May 3-4, 4.09 ERA. Nick Pavetta 6-2, 3.16 ERA. Nice. And then batting order for the Dodgers: Otani, Betts, Freeman, Hernandez, Smith, Muncy, Pajes, Edman, and Kim. And then the Padres, we got Tatis Jr., Arias, Machado, Merrill, Sheets, Bogarts, Cronenworth, Wade, and Diaz. Uh, Dustin May, Nick Pavetta. We thinking Padres game one?
Oh yeah.
I think a Padres game one is definite. Definitely needed. Um, Back to standings. You got anything to say about the Rockies? I know you had something to say.
I don't see them getting past 20 wins,
All
to be
season?
honest. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, look at that win percentage.
Yep.
Hey, at least you guys made it past the hundreds.
I know.
I mean, that would suck. Who do you guys got next series?
We have San Francisco starting tomorrow.
Division rivals. How about that?
And
That is
speaking of that, that was my first ever baseball game. Pro was Rockies and the Giants over in Colorado.
who won.
Rockies, of course.
Bro, you act like the Rockies are expected to win.
I don't know. This was it's been 2 years. It was back when the Rockies were actually something.
Something. We're not gonna say good, but they were something.
Yeah,
Charlie,
because Blackman was in the outfield.
yeah, you have Blackman running the outfield, like some freaking crazy guy.
Yeah.
I miss Blackman's prime. I don't know if you know who this is. You know who I miss from the Giants?
Who?
You know who Buster Posey is?
I do not.
Look up Buster Posey, Giants old catcher. Dude, that guy was a beast. You know who Yadier Molina is?
Nope.
Dude, the freaking Buster Posey, old Giants catcher. Yadier Molina, probably one of the best catchers of all time. Cardinals. That's
Huh.
crazy. That's crazy. You don't know who that is. Hold on, I'm looking something up quickly. You know who Braxton Fulford is?
Yeah.
I think he's probably one of the best catchers of all time.
Really?
Who is Braxton Fulford?
I don't know.
That's the Rockies catcher.
That's crazy.
You couldn't tell me who that is.
Nope.
It's crazy. See, guys, Chris is a fake baseball fan.
Nah. I
If
just
I
don't pay it much to
if
them.
I if I am going to be completely honest, baseball is going to be the weak suit for him. It's going to be the strong suit for me. Football is going to be the strong suit for him, the weak suit for me. You said football is the your good one, right?
Oh yeah. I love football.
Yeah, we both love football. By the way, it is still 3-2 Duke over Murray State.
Damn.
Bottom of the six. How about that? Um, well, that's kind of it for baseball standings. We got one more topic to hit, so let's head back over to the MLB player stats. Um, let's kind of just dive into home runs here. Holy stuff! Look at the freaking home runs. We got a freaking competition for home runs right there.
Yeah, we do.
I told you,
It's
Cal Rayleigh. Is there anybody who's surprising you that's up there?
not really. I knew Freddie Freeman would. Nope, never mind. That's not him. I was expecting Judge to be leading, honestly.
I was expecting Judge Otani Schwarber, and Pete Alonso to be definitely on top. Pete Alonso's really starting to pick it up. Freaking RBIs leader. I mean, kind of not really a big name in the beginning. Hey, two Cubs players, Pete Crow Armstrong and Seiya Suzuki. How about that? Performance issue alert. Yeah, probably because I have 90 tabs open. Hold on. Let's see. Let's scroll down and see how long it takes us to find a Rockies player. Well, we're at 11. Oh, I have to refer. I have to show more to find a Rockies player. That's crazy. Hunter Goodman, 10. Hold on, did I skip over him maybe? Or is Hunter Goodman literally the first player?
I, Hunter Goodman is the first play that comes up for me.
That is crazy. Hunter Goodman, congratulations. I'll bake you a
Hey, if he hits one more home run, he could start from the from 46 to go way up there.
Yeah, that is true. Heck, if he
Mike
hits
Trout only has 10 home runs this year. Oh, that's it.
heck, if he hits three more home runs and you guys lose all three games, he'll have more home runs than you guys have wins.
Damn, that hurt.
um,
Mookie Betts is way down there.
that that
Isn't he
impress
usually good?
that surprises me too. Mookie Betts, what are you doing, bro?
Cody Bellinger from the Yankees only has 9.
Alex Bregman from the Red Sox only 11. I know. Well, where's he at? William Brady, Red Sox 13. I pay a lot of attention to the Red Sox because I mean it's Cubs, Red Sox in my family. Rafael Devers right there, 14. There we go, Rafi. I'm gonna
Isn't
switch.
Vladimir Jr. from Toronto? Isn't he normally good with home runs too?
Yeah, that impresses me. What is he at?
He's at 85th with 8.
Wow, Vladdy. What are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna switch
Oh,
over to.
Gordon Beck at 85th from Colorado has 8 home runs too.
There we go. I'm switching over to RBIs here.
Damn,
Well,
Bobby Witt Jr. is still playing. I think he's getting up there in the old age.
no, he's not. Bobby Witt Jr. is young.
Is he?
Yeah, he's young. That shows his baseball knowledge, guys. Yeah, Bobby Witt Jr. is young.
Which one are we going into?
RBIs. Well, let me see how old. I know Bobby Witt Jr. is young, but let me look how old he is. Bobby Witt is dead. Bobby Witt Jr. is 24 years old.
Damn.
Anything cool here on RBIs? I mean, Devers 14 home runs. He's in the bottom of home runs, and look at his RBIs. There we go. Wilmer Flores from the Giants, 11 home runs, 49 RBIs. James Wood from the Nationals put him a fight, 16 home runs, 45 RBIs. There ain't nothing special in here. I mean, Taylor Ward from the Angels, he's going crazy. Riley, bro, that cat.
I know. Give me just a sec.
Uh, no, he went on mute. Yucks. I don't know if it. Yeah, it still does record it. Oh, hello there. Oh, hold on. I don't know if he's putting the cat away or what's going on. But Riley Green from the Tigers, he's doing good. Hey, Oscar Hernandez, home run derby champion from last year, 10 home runs, 43 RBIs. Geraldo Perdomo, 7, 43. LED Electries. I'm gonna wait for Chris to get back so we can talk about like our cool stats, like stolen bases and triples. Let me just look at the triples. Hey, look at that. A Red Sox player has finally made the freaking leaderboard. Like number one, obviously, because we know Rafi was second with RBIs. Duran 7, Carroll 6, McKinstry 5. Wow, slow Kyle Tucker, slow 40 speed Kyle Tucker on MLB The Show. That's 4 stolen bases. Triples. What am I talking about? Stolen bases. 4 triples. Hey, well, I'm gonna wait for Chris to get back. Whoever Chris is. Wow, that was crazy. Never mind. And then you got fast pitcher Shohei Ohtani with 4. You back, Chris?
Yes, I am back. My bad.
Go over to triples.
Triples.
That is funny to see.
Yeah.
Four triples, Mickey Moniak. Four triples, Jordan Beck. Let's keep scrolling. There any more? Nope. That's the only place where you guys are relevant. Freaking Kyle Tucker, 40 speed on MLB to show us 4-2.
Huh.
That is crazy. Let's go over to stolen bases here quickly. I think this is going to be where we end the podcast, maybe, unless you got something else to talk about.
I do not.
Yeah, see, there's a Cubs player, Peter Armstrong, 21. Thought Ellie De La Cruz is going to be a lot higher. I mean, he went crazy last year stolen bases, league leader, and he's kind of down there compared to everybody else. I guess it's a four base difference. And
Yeah.
then Kyle Tucker there's 16. Well, well, guys, I think that is all she wrote for episode one. I have to figure out now since Chris hung up. I have to figure out how to combine two voice calls.
I did not hang up. You did.
No, I did not either. Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching or listening to episode number one of the Sports Infusion podcast. You had anything to say?
I do not.
Have a good day, and we will see you guys Wednesday. When we make our football podcast, Chris should sound a little more enthusiastic. Anyways, guys, this is
Oh,
just reach.
Murray State just tied it up 3-3
Oh, they did. Hold on.
in the
Oh, they
top of
did.
that.
Well, guys, anyways, hope you guys have an amazing day, night, wherever you guys are. Stay safe. See you guys in episode two. Bye bye.
Deuces.